know, this was weird. I didn't think I was gonna make this video when I started this channel, but here I am. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but Sunday, Cubans went onto the streets and started screaming for liberty. And in the Cuban community, this is a very big deal. It's very shocking. We always had hope that we would get liberty, but we never really imagined it would come because it's been 62 years. Why this started and how it started was a combination between social media and people being so starved and deprived of their needs, especially now with the pandemic, that I think my belief is that their mentality was, I'm already dying, they're already starving me to death. Do I want to die, you know, saying freedom, fighting for freedom, or do I want to just sit here and die? And I think that's why, and it's not even that they went on to the streets and they were being very violent. They were calmly protesting and saying liberty. And for that, you see videos of police brutally hitting, you know, old ladies, anyone that they could get their hands on, because you can't say liberty. You can't say that word in Cuba. You can't play a song that's against the regime called Patria Vida, which I talked about in one of my other videos. I'm not sure. I think I'll put it here, but yeah. You can't do that. And this whole first week after that Sunday has been of people just protesting and videos coming out. Kids are being taken from their mothers in front of their parents, dragged in front of their parents by these police officers so that they could have more soldiers, they could have more people to fight the unarmed civilians. This is what's happening in Cuba, and I could go on and on about what's happening. I do want to say, we want attention from the world, because what's happening in our country is, yes, there's some politics involved in it, but it's outright inhumane. And anyone that has morals and has values should be able to see what's going on or cry for help, and should be able, you know, if you have the power, to help. And if you don't have the power, please, I'm asking you to at least post about what's going on. Because when I see people that are not from my country post, it just makes me feel like, you know, we're being listened to. And that's what we really need right now. And I can imagine those people on the island, how thankful they would be if you would do that. So these people are going on the streets saying liberty, not even being violent. Actually, the second day, they were being violent, because the first day they saw that they were being very pacific and they were being treated like dogs. And so they decided to, as a symbol, get police cars and turn them over and stuff like that. But mostly, I mean, they're unarmed, so it's... So back to what I was saying, these people are marching on the streets, and that decision right there is very brave of them, because I can 100% guarantee you right now how scared everyone on the island is right now that, you know, their family member could be taken, or they could die, or they could be hit, or all these things. Yesterday I got news that there wasn't a protest in one of the provinces because they're putting police officers with guns in the neighborhood as to invoke fear. I just kind of wanted to paint you a picture you know, what these people are feeling on the island right now and like what's happening. That's why I said the following. Now, if you are in the United States, listen closely, because this may be about Cubans and all that, but just listen to how your government responds to this inhumane situation that's happening in 90 miles away, okay? So it's factual that the president took 24 hours to respond to the situation after Sunday. It was a statement, and a lot of Cubans were pissed off because he didn't even say the word communism in his statement. In fact, a lot of people are angry at him because, and that's why they're in Washington right now in front of the White House, because he hasn't really said anything about Cuba. Just that statement that really just to the Cuban community, it doesn't make him look good, and it makes us frustrated and angry because we already can't do anything. We're over here, we can't do anything to help our, you know, some of our families are over there, my family is over there, and we're just frustrated. So that's why people are in Washington. What we really want is the US to be a leader in saying and denouncing this regime to the whole world, because it's inhumane. It's the common sense thing to do. It's inhumane, right? That's what we want. And we don't really like him right now because he hasn't, that's all he said. And you know, a lot of people are asking for intervention. I don't know how that works. I'm not a politician. I would love intervention because I feel like that's what we really need. We don't need vaccines. We don't need vaccines. We need liberty. We need help. These people are unarmed. But yeah, that's what some people are saying, and then the government is saying we can't do that, and I understand that. The Florida governor is proposing is we give them internet because this is very important. This is why this whole thing started, and the reason why they have internet right now. This is why they're posting. Yeah, the government right now, like the no technician either, but what I've heard from Marco Rubio is that China pretty much owns the whole internet system over there in Cuba, and they turn it off and on all the time, just as they turn on and off the power. The power was turned off Sunday because there was protests going on as well, and the internet was turned off as well. And now that our government is saying something about, you know, let's put internet over there, satellite internet, they turned on the internet again. And the whole embargo situation has nothing to do with the embargo. These people, and he has proved it, because the reason why this 60-year thing has been going on mostly is because we've been helping it, because we've been sending our families medicine, because we're human, right? We've been sending our families medicine when they need the medicine, clothes, food, and phones, so that, you know, they could connect with the real world. And that's why that whole 60 years has been going on. It's part of the reason why. So he took that off for a little bit, and now this week he said we're allowed to send medicine and all these things over there for our families. So he was blaming the United States for an embargo, and that's why these people are being killed unarmed by my police. That I said that I declared war on my own country because the US is embargo. That's why, right? And now he's saying that people can send things. They're allowed to. And a lot of Cubans are pissed off, frankly, and they're saying that their liberty does not fit in the packages that they send. So this is definitely going to be a long-term thing. This isn't just going to be a week thing. I know in my heart, because I see it. I see these people have been woken up. They've been woken up, and it's like what are they their needs are they're not met whatsoever. Their needs, you can't survive. Once you can't survive, you can take away my TV, you can take away, you know, whatever, my money, but once you take away my food, my water, I can't survive. I'm going to fight for that. I hope that you guys learned something today, and I hope that you spread the message, and all that disinformation about the embargo and disinformation in general. Please just be careful and educate yourself. Knowledge is power. In this case, knowledge is power to those people over there. Melanie signing out.